Hello everyone, this is a no-death run of Resident Evil 7 on Not a Hero DLC. All files in Mr. Raccoon coins are put in the process of this run.
Is it ready? Can we begin? I can't help it, man. We've got work to do.
Chris, did we lose him?
No. Ethan Winters has been secured. He's alive and well considering.
And Lucas Baker? Right now, he's our only link to the connections.
He's next on my list. All right, I'm in the mine.
Signal strong. You're coming through loud and clear, Chris. We didn't get much from the first unit before we lost contact, but apparently Lucas turned the mine into his own personal hideout.
How many men did we lose?
3 of our best. Their last transmission was near a lab that should be just ahead. I'm going to need you to check it out.
Got it.
First things first, we're equipping that shotgun. So for the mini enemies here, we're gonna go ahead and decapitate some of them
The lab is just ahead.
and run past
Any idea
the
what
others.
Lucas is up to down here?
We're still analyzing the data, but it looks like he's been running experiments with an E-type Butamycete.
Let's hope those men haven't become a part of those experiments. I'm getting you out of here.
Leave me. It's too late.
We're both walking out of here.
I got news for you.
What?
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Now, you can try and take that off all you want, but I'd advise against. My hand might slip and...
Lucas!
Oops. Now, here's the deal, Chris. And I don't bounce your head off the ceiling. Oh, the same goes for your little soldier brains, too. Adios. Muchachos.
Fuck.
I'm picking up airborne spores. It's the E-type Butamycete. Your mask will switch automatically to rebreather mode. Keep an eye on your oxygen tank to be safe. Looks like you're clear of any contamination. You should head back and get that bomb on your arm deactivated.
There's no time. I don't want to give that asshole a head start.
Understood. Just be careful. Your oxygen tank is at 50%.
So we're gonna read the files here.
Chris, we finished analyzing the data we intercepted from Lucas. It's like we thought. The son of a bitch has been sending status reports on Evie to the connections. Find him and bring him in. We can't let this happen again.
Are you sure you just don't want to recruit him?
Chris, we've been over this.
Maybe the BSAA's convinced. If they weren't, I wouldn't be here. But working with Umbrella is going to take some getting used to on my part.
I know it must be difficult, and to tell the truth, a lot of our members have been with us since even before we reincorporated as a PMC. About all that's left now is the name. Let's just focus on the mission, and maybe we can continue this conversation when you get back, okay?
Sure, whatever.
So a little backstory, of course here, second time doing a backstory again, but I was so hyped up about getting the no save no death run for this run, but I actually despise the boss battles in this game, and this like difficult T of this run so much.
You
To the
okay
point
in
it's
there?
impossible.
Don't worry. I'm gonna find a key to this thing and get you out of there.
But I took a death 4,000 times on Mama Molded, and as much as how humiliating that sounds to say it, it's kind of actually just true on how shitty that boss battle is. So I decided to do segments towards the boss battles. Alright, so coming up here, gotta teach you about punching mechanics. The punching mechanics are kind of actually a little bit different. A new theme that's added in Not a Hero from the main game of RE7, pretty much. Oh god. But punching mechanics are just like a thing that just straight up are a new thing in the DLC of Not a Hero, pretty much. The way you can get punching mechanics to kind of actually work in Not a Hero is kind of actually a little bit complicated to explain. It's just like the enemies have to take hit stun on like random frames, and most of the time, in order to get like punches to work kind of consistently, I normally recommend just punching them in their face and making sure there's not another molded right next to you as you're fucking shooting that other molded. And it's always these guys right here that likes to be complete fuckers and dickheads. The four-legged moldeds are quite the most annoying ones by far as points. So this molded right here, normally he would spawn actually right here, but sometimes he doesn't. So normally what you have to do to get him to spawn is say you have to just pick up all these supplies here and then just go all the way over here and you'll spawn. And just lay into them as quickly as possible. They have the four-legged moldeds have low HP. I actually mentioned that all the moldeds have low HP on the normal difficulty. From what they don't in the main game, if you play on normal mode in the main game, they just have like a little bit less HP. So, kind of actually is a little bit shocking. Kind of actually, because they normally have a lot of HP on all difficulties in the main game, but they don't in this version of the DLC, pretty much. But anyhow. So, for Mama Molded is what everybody likes to call her. Not sure that actually is the true name for this molded, but, you know, in general, just gonna stick with the name, Mama Molded. So, for Mama Molded, what I do here for her is I just throw the flashbang at her once she starts recovering to attack. When she, like, wiggles her body, I throw a flashbang attack. Now, I should mention that the enemies in Not a Hero, their AIs are kind of similar to, like, the enemies in Resident Evil 0. So they take hit stun on, like, the most weirdest fucking frames. I have no fucking idea on how, like, their frames, their hit stun radius just works, pretty much. Like, their hit stun radius is pretty awkward in Not a Hero than it is in the main game, kind of, actually. I don't think I actually have seen that so much, but anyhow.
Everything's all right now.
That's just what he wants you to think. I'm just the bait, and you fell for it.
What? Oh, shit!
Take the filter. I'm a mask. Hurry!
But you'll die!
I'm dead either way.
Right, Chris. Won't you learn?
Lucas! No! I'm sorry. Lucas.
I swear, Lucas is such a fucking asshole. I fucking hate him so much. Can't wait to kill his ass.
I can't wait to get my hands on that asshole.
Just remember we need him alive, Chris.
Yeah.
So, for the Dome's Day segment here, pretty much, it's gonna be a little tough to explain what's gonna happen here, but, overall, though, try to keep up a little bit. It's not as risky as the other area, pretty much. Well, kind of actually a little bit. Anyhow. So for the white molded here, pretty much, what I do here for this guy is I despawn him pretty much after I come into this area here. You probably might have noticed these guys from Resident Evil 2 Remake or Resident Evil 3 Remake. They were called Paleheads in that game, but in Resident Evil 7, since this came out before then, those games, you know, they're actually called White Moldeds. They're basically a ripoff off of the White Moldeds off of that game. So, overall, it's kind of actually confusing to explain what the hell their names are, but I guess I'm just gonna stick with White Molded or Paleheads, I guess. Either which, whatever. You kind of know what I'm talking about. But, however, though, for these guys, you know, it's easy to despawn these guys, but actually, here's just let that guy just spawn, actually. After I pick up all the grenades right there, I let him spawn first, so I can have him, despawn, so he doesn't just, like, respawn, come back through here anyway later on. So I don't have too much of a problem, a difficult problem to worry about that guy. And, but they're pretty easy and not too difficult to dodge. They cause a lot of damage, and it can be sometimes fuckers, but, you know, they're not too hard to dodge and not too hard to kill. Because once you get the Ramot bullets, case in point, it's go time to kill them. But they're not that hard to dodge, and they're not that hard to get rid of, pretty much out of the way. So, don't have to worry about them so terribly much. So we can save ammo, just avoiding them. Trying to get red grenades and some Ramot bullets as much as I can for the final boss. So, trying to do my best to save some, because I really do. We really do actually need a lot of Ramot bullets and a lot of red grenades. Probably like 6 grenades or so, I think I ended off with. Anyhow. So right here, little messy strats. These are pretty messy strats, pretty much, because these guys are quite assholes, but it's actually probably going to be safer to probably throw hand grenades at these guys, but because I have to save hand grenades for the fucking Mama Molded boss, I actually just had no choice to just aim here and just straight up, avoid damage as much, try to see if I can avoid the damage as much as I can from these assholes. They're pretty cheap, but they don't cause so much damage, of course, because they're just small enemies. But they're pretty cheap, annoying asshole enemies to worry about, so, yeah. So there's shotgun shells, handgun bullets, anti-coin right there. I think I fucked up on explaining where the first anti-coin was in this area. So you're about to see kind of a little bit right here, another instance, and how these guys can be a little easy to dodge. Scoop right by this guy, and as his active frame seems to be going on and it seems like it's gonna hit you, you know, as long as there's like enough space, it's just easy to dodge run them sometimes. Actually, no, it's just always easy to dodge run them all the time, so we can actually don't have to worry about it. So coming over here, gonna blast the shotgun shells at these guys. Do some focus shots. We gotta be quick though, so that white molded doesn't catch up towards us. Because that white molded, like I said, it does not die out of anything besides Ramot bullets. So Ramot bullets are the only things that can kill it. So because it's the only thing that can kill it, you gotta be a little bit insanely careful, pretty much, with them. And you gotta be quick with your timing. These moldeds here, we gotta get rid of them quickly as possible before they respawn again. Because they instantly just respawn over and over again. Sorry, my mic was there. But, but these Ramot bullets, these, moldeds just keep respawning and stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, get rid of them. I throw a hand grenade at that bomb there, just specifically just to get rid of, those turrets. By getting rid of those turrets, we can just straight up, avoid that area, avoid a linear path that's pretty fucking dangerous to go through, so I went on ahead and just throw that hand grenade there at that turrets to get rid of it. Not a Hero does have some good plan design a little bit, not gonna lie. It does have some good plan design a little bit for some areas. But not really for the boss battles. That's kind of actually another problem. That's just kind of actually just the problem a little bit. It's just the boss designs are not really like that much planted out well-y. But anyhow, so right here, this is kind of actually going to be a little bit of the risky area in the game, kind of actually, and can be a kind of bit of a run killer a little bit. So kind of actually have to keep in mind that this area is kind of annoying as hell. So we're just gonna crouch around these bomb turrets. All of them, 3 of them are gonna despawn, but 1 of them are just gonna stay there for earlier. The ones that are not glowing is gonna stay there for earlier. Also coming up here, to show you a little bit of something a little bit cool. So I shoot the boomer here 2 times or so, and after shooting the boomer 2 times or so, I push the boomer, like I run all the way over here and push that, that seal thing. I'm just gonna call it a seal thing. I have no idea what this is. This roller coaster thingy, I guess. And then I just like push it at the boomer once it pops up, pretty much. Or just push it instantly after I pass around him. And he'll just fly his ass right the fuck away, pretty much, from me. And for this boomer here, you know, if you're quicker enough, you can avoid damage from this guy. So, by doing that, you can just avoid damage from that guy. You won't have to worry about taking hits and stuff. The healing animation, by the way, in Not a Hero is pretty fucking slow. So sometimes, if you get caught in a situation where you gotta heal immediately, Chris heals pretty fucking slowly. So, you gotta keep in mind that he's pretty fucking slow at just healing himself, so yeah, you gotta keep in mind sometimes he doesn't always like to cooperate with the healing mechanics. Because it kind of takes forever to heal. Gotta make sure we have 1 slot open here. Gonna equip the shotgun here, pick up the key here, pick up the antique coin, and then we're gonna come all the way over here. And for this 4-legged molded, now sometimes he can be easy to dodge around, but sometimes he can just straight up be a dickhead and not cooperate and stuff. And this one right here as well too, just likes to be a complete dickhead, like all of them pretty much. Sometimes I just have to back up as much as I can in order to avoid a hit from that guy, because he just straight up likes to do the most enormous sorts of things. He can even one-shot you there if he feels like it, and there's like nothing you can do. Pretty much, even if you try, there's like nothing you can do sometimes, because sometimes he could just be a dickhead and not cooperate. You know, just failed to not be a perfect asshole. I think I died. I think I died kind of actually here as I was like recording this for the first time when I came back to like redo this run in this room here. Probably because I was like reading chat. Hi chat. Also, I'm live, by the way, as I'm doing this. See right there, I was just like 1 second of fucking up. So as you're like, so right here, be careful as you're aiming and knocking down those boxes, because you will accidentally knock down the bomb there. Try not to activate that cutscene early, because if you do, you're going to accidentally cause yourself to die.
Hey, you still with us?
The game will just straight up kill you, pretty much, right off the bat, without knowing what to do. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's you.
To not know what to do.
I was beginning to think we'd been left behind. I think we can get out this way. Luke is a fucking psycho. Not sure what's worse, him or those things. We gotta get out of here. Over here. We can get out. Up through there. Oh, fuck. You gotta be kidding me. Fuck! 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 Get the thing off me! No!
I don't know about you, Christopher, but I'm getting real tired of playing games.
3 men, Lucas. 3 of my men dead because of you. This ends, and it ends now.
Well, I don't think so. It's about to be 4 dead soldiers in a minute. You're going to fail,
then you are going to die.
Okay, we got a situation here.
We're on it, Chris. Head back to the central cavern and wait for further instructions.
Don't let me down.
Alright, so the bomb here is still here. We need that to knock down that guy right here. It only has a chance, higher chance of only killing one, and that's about it. It doesn't have a higher chance of killing the other. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna kind of try not to move too far away from the shutter, so you can get this molded right here to come through the door. Because if we have to open the shutter, then we run the risk of kind of fucking up here. Same thing with the next door here. And this guy right here has a higher chance of just straight up doing this attack. And we absolutely don't want to get caught into that attack as that's happening. So jump downwards after like he got in the room here. I had to go all the way down on the floor pretty much in order to get that guy to fuck up and go down there and climb up the ladder fast enough. If we're fast enough, we could avoid that guy from just straight up cheesingly doing a sucker punch attack at us. Coming up here, Boomer, gonna shoot him 2 times. In order to save the bullet here, we're gonna just go all the way over here fast as possible, and we'll just straight up avoid that guy altogether, pretty much.
Chris, good news.
Then after that, go to the
Our
item
video
box,
logs from the first unit show canisters
stub all the
of
files
liquid
up in here,
nitrogen nearby.
to make our next
You
first
might be
save.
able to deactivate the bomb by freezing it.
Where are the canisters?
The storage space in the mine work area. Go through the red shutter door.
And that would be it for the first segment, pretty much. So for the first segment here, I should mention that as this walkthrough was going on, I did reset from autosaves. So because I reset from autosaves, I decided to just go with that when it came to getting towards the bosses, because reasons why is because the areas to get to a boss is really, really far away. I mean, really, really reset from your original save to the autosave area, pretty much. So, because the checkpoint is way too far away, I just had to do that instead.
The liquid nitrogen is in the storage space located in the mining work area. You need to hurry.
So because it's not a speedrun, I can actually use some speedrun strats and dodge around this guy here. Just ignore that guy. Shoot that guy with a shotgun shell. And in general, not a hero. Some of the enemies are not too terribly difficult to dodge around, but most of the time it's kind of actually less concentration, but onto the dodges. But most of the time, you know, just in general, it's easy for the game to just throw some of the enemies at you and just make it easy to kill them, but it's still like pretty more routing with some scenarios the way it goes with, because you get to kill a lot of enemies, or you could dodge them, and it can still be a little bit more easier in both directions of the way. You just gotta plan out what's gonna be the safest option. So I kinda actually like that scenario design of Not a Hero. So, red grenade there, then white molded, dodge around him, scoot by him. But yeah, they're pretty easy to dodge around, the white moldeds. All I know is they do have a one-hit attack, one-hit kill attack that just straight up kills you, for all I know. That can kind of happen sometimes. But I'm pretty sure that only happens if you're on caution mode, pretty much, or if you're on like yellow caution or so. Then they'll do it. Then they'll like try to one-hit kill you. So you gotta keep that in mind, that they can do that sometimes. So this is where the autosave starts. Now, making the saves here was kind of actually useless, but I didn't even like realize that until after this like playthrough. This hard drive, like this video's been on my like hard drive for like literally a whole 2 weeks or so. So I kind of actually didn't have so much time to plan out with it. Grenades here. Picking this up. picking this up, blocking this, starting the boss. So for Mama Molded, though, she takes damage on, like, the first frame, by the way. So it's like you can cheese her on the first frame. So we can cheese her on a round of bullets and get close to her and cause a little more damage if we get close to her. So in order to make a human error to cheese her, because she's gonna get back up, in order to make it a human error to a good human error to cheese her, I throw the hand grenade at her, and if you throw the hand grenade first at her, it will knock her down pretty much. And after that, we'll basically shoot her again until she gets back up. But when she fully recovers, we throw that flashbang. Now, because it's RNG of not that she'll go down on this next grenade, it's kind of just fucking frustrating RNG to tell how you're gonna get it to work. So you gotta actually get like a lot lucky overall with it. So she gets a lot of armor during the second phase. So because grenades in this game is kind of actually terrible, because they actually cause damage on towards you, and they cause a lot of head stun and stuff, it kind of makes things very fucking frustrating during this boss to cheese her. Overall, Mama Molded is a terrible boss.
Target down, Chris. Now find that nitrogen.
It's a broken boss. But you know what I say? Cheese for cheese, I like to say. Fuck that boss. It's getting cheesed up.
Hurry, Chris.
Here goes nothing. That did it.
Take it off before it thaws and restarts.
Shit!
You alright, Chris?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, Lucas. It's just you and me.
Chris, we're showing a room located behind the shield machine.
Lucas?
It's possible. See if you can get in there to check it out.
Got it.
But all in favor, that is actually just the only consistent strat to get rid of Mama Molded. Depending on like what RNG you get with her. So yeah. So the anti-coins on the difficulties are kind of randomized, so it's kind of hard to find all the anti-coins on what positions they normally like to be in. So some stuff in Not a Hero are it's kind of like Resident Evil 3 Classic, where everything is like randomized as shit onto where they can just where items can straight up be at. Sometimes towards I'm not actually sure if it was because of DA. Nah, I'm not sure if it's because of DA, but I'm pretty sure like it's kind of actually because of just enemy-wise and enemy encounters. So some enemy encounters will cause a different ammo, different item to spawn. So yeah. So these guys just instantly respawn and stuff here. I'm not even gonna worry about these guys. Gonna crouch here because Lucas thought he was an asshole. Sneaky asshole to just straight up put that grandma bullets there like asshole. Thought he was slick as shit. Fuck him. Actually thought I missed out on those finger bullets almost. Coming over here, we're going to because we like let that other molded despawned earlier, that white molded from earlier, if we're not paying attention during the beginning of this part of the area, we actually don't have to worry about linear amounts of enemies here, so we're good to go. So here's the NZ coin. Just gonna use this basically and it'll like increase our speed. And we run a little bit faster. And after that, we can pretty much leave the area now that we got the lockpick and every animal and supply. So like, pretty much like, for instances and examples that when you have flashbang for like the next area of the game, and it's kind of randomized of how much like on the ammo you're gonna pick up here, if it's gonna be here or not. Of the flashbang that's in that area over there, it's gonna be there or not. So it's kind of like a little bit random. And that's because we didn't like went nilly-nilly with the... We didn't went like nilly-nilly during that boss overall. So we increased our health, we increased our speed again. Now we can go on ahead and kind of actually checking it right now up to this point. Also decided to check on how many files we're in up to this point as well too. And pretty much we actually don't even need this key no more. It's kind of actually useless for the rest of the game. There's achievement to get all the to avoid all the item boxes. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not actually sure how you could like do it in this. Now thinking about it, I could have kind of considered on going for that actually. Making this, turning this into a no-box playthrough. Also, like, you know, I should probably mention actually here is that I decided to start a reset from autosave again, coming up into this area here, because I actually have no idea why I made the save, because I didn't actually need to, because simply, I could have just reset from this under autosave actually here, because reasons why is because I actually had no reason to, because it was just like this area is gonna require autosave here, and I didn't actually need to make like a save and stuff here. Kind of slipped up my mind as I was like kind of actually doing this a little bit. Kind of was confused on what was gonna be worth my ideas here or if not. I'm not sure if I done some of these segments here in like one take or so. So yeah.
Christopher, still with us, I see. Very impressive, my friend. Very impressive. Let's just see how impressive you really are.
But yeah, I normally try to see if I can decap their arm most of the time when I do this. Or to like get it to kind of actually work. Decapping their arm is like pretty much like the requisite thing pretty much here. In order to get like rid of them and stuff. Of course, like fucker, this one decided to get in the way as I was cheesing this white molded here. Would have ran my bullets when I tried to reload it. That's why I kind of actually went on a panic road here, because that guy decided to be a dickhead.
Maybe you got lucky. What do you say?
And pop out and shit, as I was like cheesing the other guy. But once that dialogue cutscene comes on, we have to crouch over here, stay far away over here, so we can cheese this guy here. Cheese for the rest of these four-legged molded. And you can see on console how annoying it kind of actually is a little bit to cheese these guys. Cheese the molded a little bit on console a little bit. But normally when you're like into punching animations, you do have iframes, by the way. So because you like have iframes and stuff on the punching animations, you do have iframes. Luckily, you do.
Slow it down,
Thankfully.
Christopher. Almost had you that time.
Gotta make sure the
How
flashbang
much more
is
of
quenching
this
here.
do you think you can take?
throw the flashbang, and it'll stun lock both of them. Sometimes it won't, actually, but sometimes if you wait it out and wait for the other one to get a little bit closer, then you'll, like, basically stun lock both of them most of the time. Kinda actually slipped in my mind getting on that. But sometimes they won't take hits, and sometimes you'll have to throw another flashbang to get lucky with it.
No more, alright? I don't have anything left.
You won't get any sympathy from me, asshole.
I know. I've done terrible things. Horrible things. I killed your man. Tortured them. And I enjoyed every second, soldier boy. Just like I'm going to enjoy watching you burn.
Commencing countdown to detonation.
You hear that? Sounds like time's running out for you. Tick tock, Christopher. Tick tock.
If you're gonna kill me, just kill me. For the love of God, shut the fuck up!
Oh, I wish I could stand and watch you burn to death. But I can't. I have an elsewhere to be. Bye.
Chris, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
We managed to intercept an email Lucas just sent out. Listen to this. Umbrella and Redfield have been taken care of. Dealing with them cost me some time. Cost them a lot more. But I can still get that data to you, but we're quits after that.
He thinks I'm dead. This might be our chance. Who'd he send it to?
We're still decrypting that. Just get Lucas.
Keep me posted.
Try my bullets here. Picking them up. Kinda actually no, I'm not gonna even put any points of depth here. At this point with the boss here. But yeah, white mullets always put you on danger caution, actually. So it's kinda actually... That's why it's kinda actually a little tough to go with them. So, gonna pick up the Rama bullets, pick up the red grenade, pick up the file. Kinda actually have to get a lot lucky a little bit in here, unfortunately. Because the white mullets weren't really bothering me in that room. It was only just like the molded. That was it. The black molded. But in general, that room has ammo. I would recommend just ignoring it in the speed run. It's not needed. File here, hand grenade, and some handgun bullets. Actually, I should also mention that handgun bullets are absolutely going to be like useless for the rest of the game. Actually, that's why I actually deleted them out of my inventory earlier. Which I kind of actually shouldn't, because that means the next time I pick up handgun bullets out of a box, picks up something out of a box.
Lucas!
That means kind of actually the next time I pick up something out of a box, then that means that, like if I shoot a box open or hit a box with a knife, the next time I pick up something out of a box, it will be handgun bullets, pretty much for sure. So, kind of actually makes it a little recursively annoying, actually, to deal with. So I kind of actually shouldn't have ever did that. Trying to check everything here, if I got all the files actually up to this point. But I'm pretty sure this is like all the files can I can actually paste off on. I'm pretty sure these are like all the files in the game, pretty much. But overall though, there's only like less reasons we have to actually worry about that anyway. Because I'm pretty sure those are like the only saves in the game. You can only make 5 saves and not a hero, so yeah, man.
We got your email. We know you're funneling info to someone.
That's none of your goddamn business, Chris. A lot of people out there want to know about our little AV. A lot of people.
Your friends, the Connections, know about this? They don't strike me as the forgiving type.
That's my business. You let me worry about them. You're about to have your hands full.
I can't. I don't. No. I don't believe it.
Believe it. It's over.
No. No way.
Just shut up and accept it, Lucas.
Love that, wouldn't you? Oh boy.
Got a situation down here.
Infection is at critical mass.
Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, I got something for you. You're fucking squirrel.
You're going to need to proceed with caution. Extreme caution.
Oh, well, that's different. Like it haven't been since we got here.
So, yeah, you saw me reset from that autosave because, one, after restarting and redoing this shit 400 times and fucking trying to complete this boss, I should say, for the past 40 fucking minutes or so, honestly, overall, after all the fucking bullshit I went through to fucking try to fucking destroy this boss, you're not gonna give a shit just as much as I did about this bullshit and how fucking shitty Lucas is as an asshole as a boss battle, and because of how trash and terribly made his boss is, it's just like it's honestly just gonna be the best way to just cheese the game right the fuck back. What an autosave if I die. I just got tired of that shit. Alright, so first things first, when Lucas fully recovered and he like whips his arms and shit, we're gonna throw the hand grenade at him. Once he starts going on ahead and starts moving around and shit. And sometimes, like an asshole, Lucas just straight up likes to jump on top of shit and stuff. So you gotta get lucky on avoiding him doing that. Being a dickhead and just straight up jumping on shit. It's pretty ridiculous. His attacks are ridiculously wide, and his HP is pretty randomized, actually. But when we activate the heart here, this is where we just straight up go ahead and lay into his heart here. Like, do seven shots with the Raymond bullets. There's an actual bug where randomly Lucas will just straight up, like, decide to be a dick and decide to attack you. Like, he'll jump up there. Like, there's a bug where he'll just straight up, like, not go to the second phase. And he'll straight up, like, jump down after he, like, straight up acts like he's about to go into the second phase. And he'll do that, like, 3 times or so. Of course, he's just splashing acid across the room and shit like a dickhead. So, kind of actually have to get a little bit lucky here. Of course, he's just jumping around like a dickhead. So, but his heart actually open up here. I didn't actually notice that his heart opened up. So because his heart opened up, I actually trigger his last phase here. And after that, jump down. And when the third phase opens up, we're just gonna straight up lay into him to death with the Grandma Bloods. And kind of actually gotta get lucky here at just cheesing him to death. Just keep blasting Grandma Bullets in his heart and just fucking and then there you go. This asshole's out of the equation. Fuck him. And there you go. That is how you complete Not a Hero without taking a single death. There you go. Hope you enjoy. Pretty cool? Enjoy it? Have fun? I don't know. But I hope you had fun. Fuck this asshole.
Game over.
Game over indeed.
Finally.
Chris, the data transfer is almost complete.
How do I stop it?
You need to find a way to shut down the server. There may be some transformer relays you can... Okay, that worked. Gonna be some pissed computer techs up here, but...
Crimea River. What's the sit rep?
the facility is clear. Even the newer breeds have been neutralized.
Then I'm out of here.
Perimeter wall is up and operational.
Good. Think we did any good here?
Not for them, unfortunately. But the mold is contained. Hopefully, they're Evie's last victims.
Hopefully.
Chris, there's a call for you. You need to take it back at the camp.
All right. I'm on my way.
And that was it, pretty much. Hope you enjoyed that video. Also, reloading from the main menu, by the way, does not actually, does count, actually. It does count for, the resets. It doesn't count, like, not one bit at all, so you actually can reset from the main menu, and it won't count. So, pretty much that's it. Got, didn't seem like I got all the antique coins, but like I said, they're all randomized in all the random positions and places. I guess I should title this video all used with the antique coins, pretty much. And there's only like 3 things you can unlock with the antique coins, and that's really about it. So yeah. And pretty much got all the files, and 3 visits to the item boxes, and pretty much that's pretty much about it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, check out the rest of my No Save No Death Run playlists, and also check me out on my socials. Check me out on Twitter and Snapchat. Check me and my friends Red and Josh pretty much there. Well, yeah, check us out all there. And like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification like it's a fucking dumbbell. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Deuces.